Uber's new CEO, Dara Khosrowshahi, is with us now. Dara, good morning. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You take an Uber to get here?
I walked over.
Oh.
It was very convenient.
Oh, my gosh. Well, okay, good, but you told the truth. Okay. Obviously, there's a lot to talk to you about.
Yes.
Facebook's been in the news. Mark Zuckerberg, of course, testifying on Capitol Hill this week. Facebook, your fellow Silicon Valley company, facing a crisis. Do you look at it and go, there, but for the grace of God? I
look at it and it shows the challenges of technology getting into everyday life and the responsibilities that come with it. I think early on these technology companies were fairly idealistic for the right reasons. We're building platforms, and with these platforms, good will come. People will do good things on the platforms. But the fact is that human beings are sometimes good and sometimes not. And I think that Silicon Valley is understanding that with building these platforms comes the responsibility to make sure that those platforms are being used for good, and the old days are over, and you've got to take this responsibility seriously, and you've got to invest behind it.
You mentioned the old days are over. I mean, there's a lot of talk now about regulation and whether these data companies should be regulated. I mean, do you welcome regulation? Are you irritated with Facebook for kind of getting everyone's attention, and now there's a lot of pressure to put more regulation on these companies?
I welcome regulation. Regulation has been a part of Uber's life because we've been part of the transportation authority, so we make sure that we work with every local city regulator to follow the rules.
You do now. In the old days, they didn't.
Maybe they didn't in the old days, but largely we did. Listen, we were not perfect, and anytime you're growing as fast as you're growing, and that's not an excuse, sometimes you get things wrong. But our intent now is to get things right. We're partnering up with regulators. And in some cases, for example, in addition to running the kinds of background checks that we have to on drivers, we're now introducing a technology that continuously monitors any offenses so that we have essentially real near-time data on our drivers. That's something we don't have to do, but we've chosen to do.
It's interesting because it's like there's two sides of it. Like, I mean, there's a use of data that it seems to be a positive. Obviously, Uber gets like an incredible amount of data about its customers.
Absolutely.
I mean, where you live, where you're going, your comings and goings. Are you confident that Uber has its data secured?
I'm confident that we're doing everything that we can. I'm confident that we're investing very aggressively. It's one of the areas of greatest growth and investment at the company. You can never be too sure of yourself, because if you're too sure of yourself, that's when someone strikes. So we continuously invest in data, making sure that it's secure. It's an arms race. What I can say is that we're using your data for you to make your experience better. We don't sell that data. We don't try to monetize it. The use of the data is for you, knowing where your home is, knowing where your work is, et cetera, to make sure that the service is as best as it can be for you.
Uber is one of several companies that's been testing self-driving cars. Obviously, there has been an awful incident in Tempe, Arizona, where a woman lost her life, a pedestrian hit by one of Uber's test cars.
Yes.
What has your investigation determined about this? Was the driver, the test driver, at fault? Is Uber at fault?
Well, what happened with Elaine Herzberg was an absolute tragedy. And we're doing two things. First of all, we're working with the authorities at hand, the NTSB, the NTSA. They are the professionals in determining who's at fault. We don't want to get in their way, and we're getting them all the data necessary so that they can make the determination of exactly what happened and why. Secondly, I am undergoing a top-to-bottom audit of our safety practices, our safety drivers, training, et cetera, and our software, so that I can be satisfied that when we put our fleet out there, and right now our fleet is grounded to be safe, it is as safe an environment as possible.
Just very quickly, because I want to get to some of the announcements you have today, but are you committed to self-driving cars as being a part of Uber, or is there a part of you that thinks, you know what, maybe this part of the business we can leave to somebody else?
No, we're absolutely committed to self-driving cars. This is an important technology. Ultimately, self-driving cars will be safer than humans. But right now, self-driving cars are learning. They're student drivers. You need a safety driver with a student driver. When that student driver graduates, it will be safer than humans.
Let's talk about the culture of Uber. We saw in the piece there was an Uber engineer who said it was shot through with sexual harassment. This is before your time. In fairness, there was a report that was done, an independent report, and according to the New Yorker, it read like something out of Animal House, the way that the culture was at Uber. Is it different now? Have you been able to rid the company of the last vestiges of that?
I will tell you that it's night and day. I sat down in my first day and I read that report. And it was tough reading. But the folks who are at the company now are determined to change, have changed. And I think there's a saying, never let a good crisis go to waste. And we haven't. One of the first things that we did as a leadership team is to change the company's fundamental culture. We always do the right thing now, and that includes how we treat our employees internally, holding people accountable, as well as our partners, such as the driver partners in the cities in which we operate.
And we just have a little bit of time left, so talk to me about some of these new things. One that grabbed my eye, you're going to have an emergency button on Uber now, so it would directly connect you to 911?
Yeah, so 2018 for us is standing for safety. We have a 911 button so that you can get connected the instant that you want to. And there's a really exciting pilot that we're running with Denver where your location information is immediately shared with 911 so the operator knows exactly where you are and can help you as quickly as possible. We know that the faster help comes, the better the outcomes, and we want to continue investing in that regard. We've also announced that Jay Johnson, who is a former Secretary of Homeland Security, a preeminent safety expert, is going to be chairing our Safety Council, which will help us get better and better and better in this regard.
And I know you're improving background checks for drivers and keeping them more current and up to date. Dara,
we're going to get better.
It's a good conversation to have. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.